So welcome back guys to another how-to Monday lesson, and this time we're on a slope, so I'm trying to feel really tall, but it's not working.
No, so we're on a little upslope short game challenge.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to play this shot uphill. We've got a little bit of green to work with, and very much like you've said in previous videos, if you haven't seen it, check out our video on downslopey lies. Yeah. We're going to try and match ourselves to that slope. So hips and shoulders feeling like they're going with the slope, and with this sort of shot we feel like we're going to turn up the slope, continue to keep our body turning, really important technically for this shot. And also, every time you're going to be on an upslope, it's going to add loft. Yep. So I've got my 56 degree wedge here. That's going to add a bit of loft as I play this shot naturally. So it's going to come a bit higher and a bit softer than I'd expect.
Yep.
One of the things that we often see is people try and dig down too much on these sort of shots. And if you get that leading edge too far forwards, dig it into the ground, it's not going to be consistent how it comes out.
And again, you can't really decipher like how much loft you're going to hit that with.
Yep.
So it could come out really quick onto the already, like this is onto a downslope. So if it was to come out quick onto the downslope, you could be looking at maybe going off the front, or giving yourself too long a putt, or you're not going to give yourself a chance to hold it.
Yeah, and if you dig the front edge in too much behind the golf ball, the ball's probably going to go 2 foot. You might even lay the divot over the top of the ball.
And then all of a sudden you've got the same shot again, but now you're twice as nervous as you were the first time.
Indeed. Right, so let's have a little run through, shall we? So we're going to get ourselves set up on the slope. I'm very much a player with my short game that I play most of my things fairly short stance, fairly narrow stance width. Most of my stuff is played off the front foot. Just that's the way I like to play it. I have a very steep angle of attack naturally, so if I move the ball slightly further forward, it helps just to shallow that out just for me. But that doesn't mean to say it's right for you. So we're going to play that with the slope, a couple of practice swings just to feel the length of the shot and how much I'm going to have to turn through. And then we go.
Come out nice and high, roll down nicely. That was just pretty good. It's one of those shots, guys, that you don't have to play it with a wedge. I personally, from that sort of lie, with the shot that we've got here, I'd be trying to pitch it a bit closer to me with something a little bit straighter faced. But it's one of those things, experiment with it. There might be a situation where you would play it that way as well, and it's one of those things that as long as you've got all of those shots in your locker, you can pick and choose whichever one you want.
Yes, we've seen before, if you haven't seen any of the other videos in this series, how we do differ slightly on how we play. The shot wouldn't maybe look the same, but the club that we choose, because of differences in height and angle of attack and all those dynamic things that happen in the golf swing, you're going to need a different tool to do the same job. Yeah,
so it's not about how you do it or what you use or what your mate uses. Actually, what do you use? What gets it closest to the hole for you, and what gets it up and down more times than not?
Exactly, and if you've got confidence in your own skills and your own ability, it's going to lead to better golf. It's going to lead to you enjoying the game much more, which is most important. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching.
Guys, if you haven't seen it, we've actually done a full short game series, so go back through, have a little look through, give us some likes and some comments on the previous videos, and if you haven't done already, there'll be a circle in the middle of us. That'll get you all of our content free of charge as soon as we upload it, because that's the subscribe button to the channel. Indeed.
So we do 4 brand new videos a week. We're committed to that 4 videos a week schedule. So we do Monday night. It's always going to be a coaching content. If there's something you want us to see, if you've seen somewhere else, you've seen someone on TV play a shot, and you think, oh, how do they do that?
How do they do that?
Comment below, send us a message onto one of the other social media sites, and we'll get to it for you.
And then Tuesday nights, tall v small, and any of these funky challenges, we get ourselves in some right situations, but it's always a good laugh. We're there to entertain. Yeah, and it's also always improving our skill level, which is so important. People focus so much on technique and don't worry about developing their own skills quite as much. So Wednesday night will always be a preview show. It's going to preview all the tournaments that are going on, the European Tour, PGA Tour of that given week. And then Sunday night we're going to be live with you guys Sunday evening every single week, talking through what's happened on tour, talking through what's been going on in the world of golf. Generally just having a bit of a chat. Sounds good.
So we'll see you very soon. Thank you very much for watching.
Cheers guys. Bye.